Hey everyone. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about Bob Iger. He's recently, I think it was like last week, he announced, or Disney announced, that he will be extending his contract by about another year. Now, this is actually, in my opinion, really good news. I'm actually in the pro Bob Iger camp. I really think he's done a magnificent job with the company. You know, I remember what the state of the Walt Disney Company was at the time when Bob Iger took over, and pretty much, I mean, everything was sort of flailing back then. So we had, you know, the Disney animated features were really like subpar. You know, Home on the Range, Chicken Little, they were pretty bad. The theme parks were kind of you know, they just opened California Adventure a few years before, and it got really mixed reviews, and some people complained it looked really cheap. So there was a lot going on at the Walt Disney Company at the time Michael Eisner left. Bob Iger comes in, and he, right off the bat, buys Pixar. So now he has the animation powerhouse Pixar with all of their talent. A few years later, he buys Marvel, then he buys Lucasfilm with Star Wars, Indiana Jones. He made one power play after the next. And it was actually really genius. His whole methodology was basically, okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy these companies. I'm going to buy Pixar. I'm going to buy Lucasfilm. But in doing so, I'm actually going to acquire the talent. So not only am I buying the milk, but I'm buying the cow. It was a genius move. I think he's really done a great job with carrying the Walt Disney Company into the future while maintaining Walt's original vision for the company. I think Bob Iger has done a really masterful job at that. So I'm really happy. I'm really glad that he's going to stay on another year. I get really super nervous when the Walt Disney Company changes hands in terms of the CEO. And the reason why I get nervous is because the CEO is the captain of the ship. The CEO pretty much dictates the overall direction where the company is going. And as we saw with the last few years with Michael Eisner, it doesn't really take a whole lot to mess things up. It's not a coincidence that the movies coming out of Pixar, the movies coming out of Lucasfilm, the movies coming out of Marvel, and now Disney with Beauty and the Beast, it's not a coincidence that all these studios that are under this Disney umbrella that's being basically overall run by Bob Iger, it's not a coincidence that they're all churning out massive hits, and not just money fiscal hits, they're churning out good movies. This is not a coincidence. It's not a fluke. It's directly because, you know, because of Bob Iger's leadership and his sort of approach in managing these various studios. Okay, this is why Marvel has a cinematic universe that's doing buco business, and you have DC, who is really struggling to put good films out there and make a connective universe. That's not a coincidence. Okay, it's a testament to Bob Iger's leadership. I think he's done some great things with the parks. We obviously saw a recent redo of California Adventure. You know, whether you love Avatar, whether you don't like Avatar, there's no denying it's going to be a quality themed land. Cars Land at DCA, quality themed immersive land. There hasn't been a whole lot of instances under Bob Iger with the theme parks that have shown cheap stuff being churned out there like we saw with Michael Eisner. Yeah, I mean, under Bob Iger, you'll see some very temporary, cheap things like, you know, like overlays like Hyperspace Mountain and Launch Bay and stuff like that. But these are all temporary things, and they're promoted as temporary. So I'm a little more forgiving with that stuff. But the big stuff, like the theme park expansions, the attractions, the stuff that's actually going to be there a long time, these things have always been high quality under Bob Iger, and I think he's done a really fantastic job in running this company, and I'm super happy that he's going to be on for one more year. Like I said before, it does make me a little nervous that he's leaving because we just don't know who the next person is going to be and their approach to the company, and will they be as successful as Bob Iger? I don't know. Look, the Walt Disney Company means the world to me. It's my passion. I love this company. I love Walt's legacy. And anytime it changes hands, I get nervous. So Bob has done a fantastic job, and I hope the next person does an equally great job at running this magnificent company that we all love so much. So we just want to see it do well. But comment below. Let me know what you think about Bob Iger extending his contract by one more year. Do you like how Bob Iger has run the company? Are you in my camp, or you think he's done a great job both in terms of the money and in terms of creatively? Or do you think Bob Iger has been a detriment to the Walt Disney Company? Has he done harm to the company? Has he overstayed his welcome? Comment below. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear from all you guys in regards to this subject matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I do content on Disney, the parks, the studios, everything, all the time. So like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.